It is He who will relieve Israel from all its iniquities. Heavenly Father, Jesus, our Savior, Holy Spirit, our Consoler, we thank you, we praise you, we glorify you. Lord, have mercy on their souls, and they may experience the heavenly bliss, and also have mercy on their families, all those who are grieving over them. You may console them by your Holy Spirit. We make this prayer through Christ our Lord. Amen. The Lord be with you. May the Almighty God bless you, protect you, and guide you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Tunapoelekea msimu wa Krismasi, tunakutaka wewe, tunakuhitaji, pia unanihitaji. Kwa hivyo endelea kuhakikisha kwamba sisi tunasema
as of 17th November this year, we've lost 4,103 people. Those are fatalities, 4,103. Of these 4,103, pedestrians are the most hit at 1,486. Drivers are at 378. Passengers are at 721. Pillion passengers wenye wamebebwa na boda boda, they stand at 377. Pedal cyclists, watu wa baiskeli, at 56. Na motorcyclists, watu wa boda boda, we stand at 1,085 already. Now these are not just numbers, these are people. Sawa. At 4,103, double this ni watu wako maimed na watu wenye sahi wako kama ward. You can imagine. Double 4,000, that's around 8,000 people. Sahi wako wengine wako hali mahututi, wengine wamevunjika, wengine labda hawataitembea tena. So this day tuchukue ikuwe ni personal responsibility na safety starts with you. Thank you.
Kwa hospitali kwetu kuna ile ward wenye wamepata accident wanakuanga wamejaa, and like one of them was saying sajili alikuwa unawekwa hiyo area and even moving is a problem. Tukiangalia pattern yetu for the last 5 years, you realize among the top 5 road traffic accident in number 5, where tumekuwa na over 85,000 cases. Na hao ni wenye sasa wanaripoti kwa facility. Na ukikuja sasa kwa mortality yote ya last year 2021 tulikuwa na mortality ya 195, which translate to 3.7% ya wenye wamekufa. Nao ni wenye wamekuwa admissions kwa hospitali, lakini wengine kuna wenye wako nyumbani. So we are really insisting that we should observe hiyo mambo ya road safety. Na tukiendelea kuongea, tunajua kuna mambo mengine ina happen. Maybe this person hangekufa, but because maybe when the accident happened, the way they are handled, ina contribute a lot. And that's why maybe our key stakeholders, the NTSA and the key stakeholders wenye mko hapa, we should look into a way, because tukiongea mambo ya motorbike, na umeona wote wenye wamepeana testimony, majority ni yao motorbike ziko at the household level, and we have system yenye tunasema ya level 1. Where we have the community health volunteers. If at all NTSA, you can be able to support to train wale community health volunteers on the issues of first aid and emergencies. Iki happen huko ground, wataweza kujua vile watahandle huyu mgonjwa, na kama hata ako critical they will be able to handle them well such that hawatakufa. We also have mwingine tu anaangushwa, anasema amegongwa tu kidogo, anaenda nyumbani, ana assume. So if at all we can have a way they are trained on first aid and event based, anybody hata kama hajagongwa watalifaa kwa hospitali iseme hana shida, because it has been a major problem. So we look forward to working together. Because sisi tunasema kuzuia ni bora kuliko kuponya. Instead of them wakuja wapile pale kwa hospitali with the challenges, we can be able to prevent. We pledge our support, and also for the school. I know in the school health policy kuna ile tunaweza tukatrain pia watoto wetu. Juu pia unaona wanabebwa pia wakiwa nje. Wakijua the right information tutaweza kuzuia.
So my name is Moses Korir Sirma, the Deputy OCPD Thika West. Accidents normally come because of carelessness. Accidents normally occur because of irresponsibility of the driver, the road user and other road users. You being the pedestrian, you being the motorbike driver, you being the what we call the other tuk-tuk driver and other vehicles flying these routes. You are supposed to exercise cautiousness. We emphasize, the police department normally emphasize the need of you being careful while on road. We say there's someone in the road, we have only the only normal person is the driver. The rest they are mad people, isn't it? I think so. When I say so, what do I mean by saying so? I mean when you are the driver, you are the sole person who will take care of the other road user. So if you don't be careful, you'll end up causing a lot of damage. So in this case, I would also want to say the road users, as we are now approaching this December holiday or these festivities, please take care. No, you are not the only one on the road. Know that there are so many people using the road, your brother, your sister, your father, and so on. So please, when you go on the road, ensure you are doing the right thing. The traffic rules must be enhanced. If possible, you can even introduce the Michugi rules, which governed and reduced drastically the number of road accidents in Kenya during his tenure as the transport minister. So I also to encourage you to emulate the same principles, those were initiated by our senior at the policies of the government. The latest one we have, as our secretary has said, we are supposed also to follow those. So in any case, the police we are not going to hesitate to make sure we are going to eliminate all those uncontrolled vehicles within our roads all over. And those we are sure we are not threatening you, but we are going to do it. So, I hope you are getting me right. Sometimes we say our rules sometimes are very, they are not punitive. So when we impose another very strong penalty to a road user or a careless road user, it will eliminate or reduce the number of accidents happening all over.
Hii ndani tumeambiwa ya watu 4,000 na Disemba hatujafika bado. Inaonekana hapa ndipo tutakuwa na kizaazaa zaidi. Nataka nichukue nafasi hii vile vile, baada ya accident tuko na watu wengine wanatua zaidi, wale wanaitwa rescuers. Wale watu wanaingia kwa accident hiyo wakati waweze kutusaidia wale wananchi ndio kuwapeleka hospitali. Sisi kama mmeangalia mkaona, ukienda ukuta mtu amelala kwa barabara, kitu cha kwanza ni kuchukua mkono upande huu, mwenzako anashika upande huu mwingine, kichwa inaenda nyuma. You are the first killer. Because kitu lazima wahakishe mgongo, wahakishe vile vile shingo na kichwa ikuwa straight. Sasa sisi wenyewe tunafika tunaokoa, kumbe ndio tunaenda kuua zaidi. Msihi kwa heshima, mjue December ndio tunapoteza watu wengi zaidi. Nao tunaambia statistics 4,000 plus. Ni kama ukiangalia shule yetu kubwa sana ya Mary Hill tuko na 2,600 students. Now almost double tufunge hiyo shule kwa vile wote wamekufa through accidents. That's a very big number, and lazima tupunguze to the minimum, ikiwezekana 0 accidents. That will be our ultimate goal, kuhakikisha kwamba hatuna accident kwa hii nchi mzima. Kwa hayo mengi, hebu nichukue nafasi hii niweze kualika mkubwa wetu kutoka Nairobi, our director NTSA, Bwana Wanjao, akuje naye pia tupatie ujumbe wa NTSA, na kutoka hapo naomba aweze kuendesha program. Karibu sana boss.
Okay, asante sana Bwana DCC. So on behalf of the Board of Directors, the management and the staff of NTSA, I want to take this opportunity to welcome guests, you all to this World Day of Remembrance. I wish to appreciate the Retreat Center for commencing this event with prayers and the county government for the permit to use this venue. You remember where we started the procession. Further, I wish to sincerely convey our gratitude to our chief guest, Honorable Stella Tambo, the Chief Magistrate Thika, for honoring our invitation and being part of this key event in our calendar. The World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims is a global event during which we remember the many lives lost on our roads and those affected by this tragedy. This day is an opportunity to appreciate and acknowledge the work of all those involved in aftermath of road clashes, namely the police, ambulance personnel, doctors, nurses, counselors, family members, and all those who experienced the disaster caused by road traffic clashes daily. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all witness the monumental scale of road traffic deaths and injuries, the potential risk to all road users, the role of every stakeholder is to bring to an end this surge. The role of every stakeholder to bring to an end this surge cannot be underscored. One life lost is too many. Road safety is therefore a shared responsibility, and we must play our part. This year's theme is justice must be served to support those affected by road clashes. The devastation, the loss and the suffering of the bereaved and the injured can be unbearable. The will of justice are at some times slow, and we therefore call upon the police, the judiciary, the insurance companies to expedite all traffic cases before them. Ladies and gentlemen, in the coming months, the authority will be reaching out to various government agencies and stakeholders to prepare for the review of various legal instruments to address emerging issues in road safety management. We do believe the laws currently in place require alignment to best practices. We have seen policies relating to the use of new technology in addressing road safety challenges in other developing countries, and we cannot be left behind. Ladies and gentlemen, as an authority, we do acknowledge the need to do more in reducing fatalities on our roads. Vulnerable road users, including boda riders, pedestrians, and school-going children are paying the highest price. As at 14th November 2022, we have recorded 18,361 clash 18,361 clash victims, of which 4,077 were fatal, 8,321 were serious injuries, while 5,963 were slight injuries. We have lost 1,474 pedestrians, 1,082 boda riders, 719 passengers, 373 drivers, 373 pylon passengers, and 58 cyclists. Unfortunately, these numbers will keep increasing every day if we do not adopt road user behavior and adhere to basic safety practices. Factors such as speeding, reckless driving, dangerous overtaking, drunk driving, drunk walking, drunk lighting, failure to use seat belts, failure to use helmets for riders and pylon passengers, failure to use available designated pedestrian walkways are known to highly contribute to clashes. I wish to state that road traffic clashes are preventable in our country if all road users played their part. As NTSA, we are undertaking the following intervention in effort to reduce clashes. One, a finalization of the development of National Road Safety Action Plan to enhance coordination, management, and implementation of road safety priority plans. Two, aggressively promoting the Usalama Barabarani campaigns and the education programs across the country. Three, developing road safety curriculum for school children in collaboration with the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development. Four, improving driver training and licensing through implementation of the Traffic Driving Schools Instructors and Licenses Rules 2020. Conducting road safety audits in collaboration with the road agencies to inform safe road designs and constructions. And then sixth is operationalizing county transport and safety committees to improve road safety at county level. And then finally, coordinating road safety mainstreaming in all ministries, departments, agencies, and other initiatives. In undertaking its mandates and implementing these interventions, NTSA relies on goodwill and collaboration with various stakeholders. We acknowledge our partners from the government, development partners, private entities who are supporting various road safety pillars identified in the decade of action. We can never thank you enough. As I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, we must all be alive to the fact that we have a collective responsibility in keeping our roads safe. We must remember that road clashes do not just happen, they are caused. As we approach the festive season, I urge all road users to prioritize their safety and that of other road users. Let us all endeavor to make our road safe, and I take this opportunity to wish you safe festive period. So in the interest of time, nataka sasa tujitayarishe so that we welcome our chief guest, who is the Chief Magistrate for Thika local.
It is a great honor to be gathered here today as we commemorate our loved ones who have lost their lives through road traffic accidents. I wish to convey my sincere condolences to their families and wish them comfort as they adjust to lives without these loved ones. We commiserate with victims who have sustained injuries from road crashes, and we also see and understand your pain and wish you well in your journey to recovery. I also extend our appreciation as the judiciary to family members and support system for victims of road traffic accidents who continue to support victims as they navigate the traumatic aftermath of being involved in road crashes. It is reality that injuries from accidents often have the unfortunate effect of turning a previously independent person to rely on others for support. We celebrate those who show compassion and go out of their way to assist our brothers and sisters and to ensure their comfort and lessen their pain and burdens. You are our heroes. The World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Crash Victims is an important day for all of us, as it allows us an opportunity to reflect on the role of the justice system and preventive measures that can be adopted to reduce road carnage that continues to wreak havoc and take lives each passing day. My dear brothers and sisters, the judiciary plays a critical role in adjudication of criminal cases against traffic offenders, civil claims also instituted by accident victims or their representatives, and conducting inquests where it is not immediately apparent who should be held liable for the death of an accident victim. On the 30th of September 2022, the National Police Service, in conjunction with NTSA, released statistics that indicate between 1st January to 26th September 2022, Kenya had recorded 15,902 24 road traffic accidents. The data recorded, that is 3,541, that is 22.2% fatalities among accident victims, with another 7236, that is 45.4%, being seriously injured. And like all the speakers before me have said, these numbers are really very worrying. The Traffic Act 403 prescribes various traffic offenses. The most common, I have said, speeding, driving under the influence, wale mnaendesha gari kama mmelewa, causing death by driving or obstruction, reckless driving, careless driving. Tuko na offenses mingi sana. And all this, the failure to have the motor vehicle inspected being one of them, failure to display insurance certificate if that vehicle or motorcycle is insured, failing to wear helmets, border riders, you're very notorious. Failure to wear safety belts for those of us who are passengers in public vehicles, and the list is endless. Recently, there has been an increase in traffic accidents resulting from racing or speed trials, especially among the youth, and speed bikes, and this has resulted to the highest number of fatalities among young boys, especially aged 15 to 19 years. Remember, my brothers and sisters, that speed thrills, but I didn't hear that one. Speed thrills, but yes, it kills. So as a station at Thika Law Courts, so far we have handled 24 criminal cases between the month of July to November this year, 2022, whose charges involved causing death by reckless driving and careless driving. 13 of these cases out of 24 have been finalized, with the accused persons being fined, and I want you to take note of these figures. 24 cases between July and November 22, 13 have been finalized, especially where the accused persons admit, and we have fined a cumulative fine of Kenya shillings 1,045,000. Additionally, 57 cases have been filed in the small claims court for personal injury from road traffic accidents over the same period. So out of these 57, 37 have been finalized, and the victims have been awarded compensation where applicable. There are other cases pending in the civil court on compensation claims arising from traffic accidents, either fatalities or injuries. The judiciary has undertaken some of the deterrence mechanisms to deter non-compliance with traffic laws, including issuing maximum sentences for those found guilty of serious traffic offenses. We are now also working towards speedy resolution of cases to ensure justice is achieved, as justice delayed is. There is need for collaborative effort again to come on board in order to achieve justice for victims of road crashes. From the police who conduct investigations, to the NTSA who issue licenses and conduct inspections, to the ODPP, that is the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, who prosecute cases, to insurance companies who offer compensation on behalf of the clients to the victims' relatives. As the actors and institutions in the justice sector, we must pause and ask ourselves whether we have done enough to ensure that the justice system is responsive to the plight and suffering of road traffic victims. Continuous policy making to strengthen our laws and policies so that we tackle emerging issues has proven to save lives. Just 4 days ago, on the 16th of November 2022, NTSA published draft traffic (drunk driving rules 2022) and draft motor vehicle inspection regulations 2022. As members of the public, we have a duty and responsibility to engage in public participation. Every individual has a responsibility to undertake measures that do not put them or other road users at risk. I note with concern that it has become very common amongst motorists to alert fellow motorists through social media of NTSA alcohol blow operations, as opposed to encouraging each other to avoid driving under the influence. As I conclude, I wish to remind you that the impact of road traffic accidents does not merely affect those responsible. Innocent victims are often on the receiving end of the consequences of careless non-adherence to traffic laws. Let us all take individual responsibility, and that is what we've talked about today, individual responsibility in obeying traffic rules, even as we continue to hold spaces for the families left behind by victims of road traffic accidents. Leave sooner, drive slower, arrive safely, and live longer. I wish to further affirm that the judiciary remains steadfast and committed in dispensing justice through enhanced speedy trials and impartial delivery of justice to victims of road traffic accidents. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
I'm the Regional Manager, NTSA Thika. Road safety is not a one-man's job. Road safety is all of us, with every department, every individual. Leo nimelan, as a pedestrian, I am carrying my soul. True? And as we echo even last year's theme, we said life is not a carpet. And we want to see you more. You have a lot to offer to this nation. So don't go fast. We still want you here. In a recent meeting, I was told that instead of doing the one-year event, we need to do a quarterly event. So in Thika County, together with all the government departments, it came across, and here our Matatu chairman, it came across that Thika, we need to be doing something every quarterly. And with all the confidence that I have had in my stakeholders that have supported me today, I can tell you for sure, in the next quarter, we will have something. And every quarter, we will have something. So let me take this opportunity to tell you where our offices are. We are located at the Deputy County Commissioner's office. That is where the Regional Manager's office is. That is where we do logbooks, RSL, PSV for the Matatu people, and road safety office is also there. When you have problems with your team's account, you have problems with anything that needs a complaint or anything that needs our attention, kindly visit our offices there. We have the second office at Makongeni Monene Inspection Center. That is where we do inspection of our motor vehicles.